testing out a different trans tune from Lund, since these are obviously a little bit newer truck, same transmission, but still different vehicles. So he's just changing some, bumping the shifts a little bit, playing with the drive modes, things like that. So we're testing out a different one, and I got about probably the same boost on it. Just kind of keeping it between like 8 and 10 pounds of boost, maybe 12 at most, for this type of stuff until we can get to the track, and then until the drive shaft comes in. So that's kind of like the main thing holding us back right now is the drive shaft. So, excuse me. We did get the bead locks in and all the tires all the way around, so just really waiting on the drive shaft before we get too crazy. Oh my eyes! So yesterday when we were data logging, or I was data logging, I didn't let the trans get up to temp. That's why you could see in the videos, one of them I let out because I didn't think it was going to make this shift. I was like, man, that's weird. So I let out. And then the next one, the trans didn't slip. It just didn't make the shift when it was supposed to. So I sent to Lund. I was like, man, I think it's the trans temp was too low. So we did our extreme trans cooler kit on this truck. Well, trucks already have pretty much a thermal bypass valve, what we put in the Mustangs to help them cool better in the valve body. So the trucks already have that essentially. So with that and our large trans cooler kit, this trans takes forever to warm up. So I'm driving around trying to put heat in the trans. Usually you can get transes pretty warm pretty easily, but with our extreme trans cooler kit, it's very hard to get this thing to warm up. So I do recommend putting in a thermostat. I typically do them. I don't know why I didn't do one on this one. I didn't think it would need it, honestly. And it obviously needs it. So that way the trans cooler only comes on at like 165. That way you can get up to operating temp faster, because we also delete the little coolant deal on the trans as well. So if you're gonna do that, just forewarning, I'd probably put a deal on it. So we're gonna try and make another hit with a little revision, and still gonna be on probably like 10 pounds boost. She was getting it there, boys. Damn, that was pretty legit. Guys, sorry, I filmed all this on my phone pretty much and never closed the video out. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys kind of like the intro tuning of the vehicle, since it's like, you know, it's very fresh to everybody really, because it's a 2023. So essentially Lund, they have a 2023 and they essentially tuned theirs NA and then took our boosted truck and, you know, obviously put everything onto that and then changed everything for the mods that we had. So, you know, quick rundown of the truck again. It's got an on-3 kit modified to fit FIS 68s. I don't know why I was saying 67s. FIS 68s. We did an AMS 2000 boost controller, onboard air, water meth injection, which we're not using yet, but we will soon when when we start having IAT issues with the small intercooler. We did FIC 1650s, which can be a pain in the ass to tune sometimes. They're a pretty large injector. But this guy plans to go built motor, built trans eventually. So he just wanted to get all the fuel stuff out of the way now. Triple pump 4 fuel system, pretty standard. And then we did a lot of like little extras here and there, but those are kind of like the things that matter at the moment. So we did a lot of data logging. The truck feels really good. John Lund Jr. made some changes to the trans, trying to make like the different modes and stuff work. The only problem is, with these trucks, they start making power and you got to unhook the wheel speed sensor because the trucks kind of freak out, when it's spinning, even if you turn the traction control off, and you try the hard traction control off, where you hold it and it still wants to kick in eventually. So we ended up having to unhook the wheel speed sensor, and then John Lund Jr. just pretty much forces it into the mode that he has all the shift patterns in. So we do have the MM mode, so you can shift down and the car or the truck will automatically upshift on its own, which is kind of nice. You don't have to worry about that because some people be forgetting and blow the shit up. So the truck's running really good right now. We're still waiting on the drive shaft. It's supposed to be here this week, so I wasn't going to close this video out until we had the drive shaft so I could actually turn it up. But the most the truck's seen right now, I think, is like peak 13 psi. It is a stock motor, stock trans, but I feel comfortable going to like 17, 18. So we'll see. We'll kind of see. The Gen 3s, obviously, I'd probably throw a little more than that. I have some Mustangs that are making like 21, 22, 23 psi on stock motor built trans. So I think the first thing that's probably going to go on this one, obviously the trans, the clutches are going to need to be replaced, which we'll do our in-house build. But I'm more interested to see what these engines can do because no one's really pushed them that far. So it's all new territory. Time will tell, but the truck runs really good. It drives pretty much like stock. Obviously it's a little loud right now because the exhaust is just dumping like right under the cab. But so far the truck runs and drives like normal. We've driven it a lot and put a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of hits on it, but we've made some decent amount of logs. I think we're on like, 12 or 13 revisions because Lund's trying to get it perfect for everybody else that's going to get it after. So luckily for y'all in the future, we're the guinea pigs. So we're the ones that got to do all this. But huge shout out to Lund Racing for making it happen. The truck is coming along awesome. Hopefully we have a drive shaft soon so we can turn it up and see what the thing can really do, and then start playing with some launch stuff. Because I just literally, I didn't even like bring up the RPM on the launch. I just floored it from the stop just to see it go through the gear changes and everything. And then we did put some 315 5017 ET Street R's on some 17x10 beadlocks all the way around. That thing looks fucking ridiculous. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys on the next one.